On the right is the Casino Club building. Bet you $5 all you heard me say was casino. But this was never a gambling house. This was a private German-American club. It had a ballroom, salon, theater. Later, the Casino Club was turned into an apartment building. Many of y'all remember the miniseries Roots. The author of the book Roots, Alex Haley, he lived in the Casino Club on the right back in the 1970s. This part of the Riverwalk is called Restaurant Square. It's where you'll find the majority of the riverside dining. It's also where you'll find the majority of the ducks, because the ducks want tortilla chips. They go quackers for crackers. You know these ducks out here, they're called summer ducks. Do y'all know why? Because some are here, some are over there, some are everywhere. Do y'all know when ducks wake up in the morning? The quack of dawn. Wow, y'all really quacked up over my duck jokes. But if you didn't like them, I apologize for the foul language. Speaking of foul language, do y'all know why ducks have tail feathers? To cover up their butt quacks. That's why Donald Duck doesn't have to wear pants. True story. This is another one of our fancy dinner boats. And we've been on the natural part of the river for the majority of the tour, but that's about to change. We're going to take a detour and go down completely man-made part of the river for the majority of the rest of the tour. Y'all hear about the two fish inside of a tank. One says to the other, how do we drive this thing? Ahead of us on the left are a bunch of flags that I'd like to point out. You can see Old Glory, the Texas Lone Star. And the third flag on the left, that's the city of San Antonio's flag. It's blue and red with a big white Lone Star and the Alamo in the center of the star. You know, Texas is famous for its pecan pie. If y'all order some for dessert, be sure to tell the server to remember the Alamo. Told you they're going to keep getting worse and worse. Ahead of us on the right is a butterfly garden. As we pass, if you look up on the right, you'll see two really big flowers, a yellow columbine flower and a lantana flower. I'm told these are partially made from bicycle parts, so they've been recycled. We're about to see the centerpiece of the 1968 World's Fair. If you look way up on the right, between the gap and the trees, you'll see the Tower of the Americas, way up there at 2 o'clock. There she is at 2 o'clock. At the time of its construction, the Tower of the Americas was the tallest observation tower in the United States. It is a restaurant that rotates all the way around about every 45 minutes. If any of y'all are looking for a challenge, the record time to climb the 952 stairs, 5 minutes, 18 seconds. I recommend taking the elevator. Y'all know you would if you beat the record. A trip to the hospital. I've actually never been up there, but one of these days I need to go up to the top of the tower. Straight ahead of us, you'll see a sculpture of a woman gazing at a star. She's called Stargazer. She's made out of volcanic stone block from Mexico. The star is made from marble. She's pretty new too. She was installed this past February. Some of the other drivers say if you walk around behind her, you can see a really big crack.
If you have any further questions, want to find out information on the dinner boat,
Hey, I want to see my duck impression. Here it is. 1, 2, 3. I had to learn this the hard way. It really hurt. Ahead of us is our most popular boat location. Something one with permanent shade. How are we looking, Autumn? We're now entering the lagoon at the shops at River Center. This is a shopping mall. It has restaurants as well as an IMAX theater. Parents, the mall also has an LEGO store. Just giving you a heads up in case you want to avoid it, so you don't have to spend all your money there. And there's a shortcut to the Alamo through the mall. Another one, you could just walk straight through there, follow the signs. They have a bungee. One time we were heading under this little bridge. We were ambushed by a boy with a squirt gun. His little sisters were up here waving to distract us. When we got to the other side, he hit us with a super soaker. Got the whole right side of the boat. It would have been nice on a day like today, but unfortunately it was in February. It was a bummer. I'm often asked where folks can find the most authentic Tex-Mex on the Riverwalk. It's in a restaurant right behind us, inside the food court. It's called Taco Bell. They have quesalupas, just like your mommy used to make. And freshly squeezed Baja Blast. If you want to go shopping in the mall but your spouse does not want to join you, don't worry. We have an adult daycare center up here on the right side. You can just drop them off over there. My wife doesn't let me go to that daycare. If you check out our boats, you'll see that they're all in a papel picado style. These are the Mexican craft paper banners put up for holidays and celebrations. The theme of our boats is the Tricentennial. You'll see the big 300 written around the outside for the San Antonio's 300th anniversary. This boat ahead of us in orange, this is the Salute to the Military boat. It has stars and eagles all around it. That theme is in honor of San Antonio's long military history. Many of y'all are veterans. We'd like to thank you and welcome you home. I'm often asked what the name of the river is. This is the San Antonio River. Pretty easy to remember. Actually, the river was named before the town. It's named after this guy on the right, San Antonio de Padua, the patron saint of Portugal. And this statue on the right side was a gift from the Portuguese delegation of the World's Fair. San Antonio, St. Anthony, he was a medieval Franciscan friar. Spent most of his career in Italy. He was famous for his preaching. The reason the river is named after San Antonio is that his feast day is June 13th, and the missionaries, they celebrated their first Mass on the river June 13th, 1691. I wasn't even born then. Don't worry, that was a perfectly ordinary bush back there. Before this was called the San Antonio River, the local Payaya Native Americans, they called it Yana Gawana, which means the place of clear water. Look how clear it is. On the right are 4 palm trees. Above those on the right, the steeple of St. Joseph's Catholic Church. St. Joseph's was founded in 1868 by German immigrants. Stained glass windows are from Munich, Germany. On the 4th Sunday of every month, the men's choir sings hymns in German. Y'all hear about the German car they're making just for cowboys? It's called the Audi Partner. By the way, if any of y'all are moving to San Antonio, we are hiring boat captains. You don't have to say the bad jokes. I added all those in. By the way, do you know the difference between a good joke and a bad joke timing? We're about to leave the man-made part of the river, and we're going to head back out to the natural parts, heading into the center of the horseshoe, or horseshoe bend. And we're now heading underneath the Alamo Street Bridge. Echo, 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 echo.